There are two hobbies that all young men must be doing. And the first of these is something that you've heard a lot recently, and that is going to the gym. Now, before you click off, let me tell you a bit about why it's so necessary. Why, as a young man, you must be going to the gym. It's not just something that some guys might do. It's something that all guys should be doing. Now, the first reason for that is the discipline and the character that it builds in you. When you're going to the gym multiple times a week, whether that's 3 times a week, 6 times a week, whatever you choose, you're consistently showing up even when you don't feel like it. You're pushing through those hard sets when you're on bench and you feel like you've got nothing left to give, and then your spotter's shouting at you, 1 more rep, and then you're cranking out another one and you manage to get another one. The character that you build from that, you don't get from anything else in life. The discipline that you build from it, from knowing that you're about to go and have an absolutely excruciatingly painful workout and still going and doing it anyway. That's I can't think of the word, it's going to sort of generate in you this discipline. It's going to cultivate this discipline within you that's going to carry over to all other areas of your life. It's going to make it easier when life throws shit at you, because it will. When you're going through those hard times, it's going to make it so much easier to push through that and to keep going. Now, not only is it going to cultivate that discipline and that character, but you're going to start to respect yourself more. You're going to get this confidence that you didn't have before. See, a lot of the time, like I do it myself, we find ourselves, well, I don't do it as much anymore, but I used to find myself a lot of the time saying that I'm going to do things and then not going through with that. I'd say that I'm going to get that bit of homework done tonight and then I don't end up doing it. I say that I'm going to get to bed on time tonight and then I don't do it. When you're doing that, you're basically telling yourself that you can't even trust yourself. And the gym counteracts that. It's the complete opposite. When you're going to the gym constantly, you're pushing yourself, you're making your body work hard, you're going to start to respect yourself from that. And especially when you start seeing results, the gains, and you're getting bigger or you're losing the weight, you're going to build a lot of confidence in yourself. In social situations, you're going to feel a lot more confident. You're probably going to be more outgoing and speak to more people. And in other areas of your life as well, you're just going to be more sure in yourself, more certain. And that is one of the biggest things that the gym really gives you. Now, the last thing that I'm going to speak about in this video, obviously there's so many other benefits of going to the gym, like things for your body and your health and your immune system and all things like that. But I want to speak about the respect, not that you get from yourself, because I've just spoken about that, obviously that is one thing, but also the respect and the attraction that you're going to get from other people. I'm just going to have some water because my throat's going all raspy. Raspy? What's that word? Who knows? But yeah, the respect and the attraction that you get from other people, even more so when you start to see those gains, when the work you're putting in pays off, and when you're in good shape, people are going to respect you so much more, and you're going to get so much more attraction from girls and things. Your whole life is just going to be better. I know it sounds like that couldn't possibly happen, but trust me, it does. When people see that you're in good shape, that you take care of yourself, that you've got a good body, they're going to respect you more for it. They're going to like you more just because of that. And not only in social situations and dating scene, like in the dating scene and things like that, but in job interviews and things like that as well. When people can see that you've got a good body and you're in shape, they know that that takes a lot of hard work and perseverance and grit to get to that point. Everyone knows that it's hard work. People may not know the full extent of it, but everyone knows that it is a commendable thing to be in good shape. It's something that takes work, and so people are going to respect you more for that. I remember when I was, I think, first year of secondary school, so I was probably 11, I think I was, And me and my mates, it was lunchtime, we went down to the end of the field and we were just sort of sat in a circle, eating lunch and talking and whatever and just messing around. And there was this girl who I hadn't really spoke to. She was in my year, never really talked to her before. And I was just sat there and I feel my hair get wet. And then it goes down my back. And I realised someone's just poured a bottle of water over my head. I was just sat there minding my business, having a laugh with my mates. I turned around and I'm like, who the fuck's this bitch? No, I didn't. I was, like 11, like I said. But I felt so, like in that moment, I just didn't know what to do. I turned around and I saw her and I was like, well, I recognise her, but like, why has she just done that? Turns out I'd thrown a pen at her mate or something as a joke in lesson. Like, I didn't even hurt her, but she was just having a laugh and making fun of me, basically. And this water was pouring down my back and I was like absolutely soaked. It shocked me, obviously, because I was just sat there and this cold water on me. Like, people around me were laughing and things and I just didn't know what to do. So I sort of just got up and I was like all angry and I fucking... I wasn't just going to knock her out, obviously, but like, because I wasn't really training at the time, I was like, wasn't going to the gym and stuff, so I didn't have this confidence in myself to even say anything. So I pretty much just got up and like cowered away and walked off. And that was one moment. It might sound familiar to you if you're like quite a skinny guy like I was back then, who like doesn't take up much space, just like, not very, I don't know what the word is, but like you just give off like weak energy, basically. You just feel like weak. Then this might sound like a familiar thing to you. And that's something that I never experienced now. Now I've been going to the gym for a few years and I've like got some pretty decent gains and results from it. And I've got this confidence in myself now. This rarely ever happens to me. Like, people don't really test me, basically. And I know I'm sounding like all fucking up my own arse and stuff, but it's something that you do get to understand when you put in the work and when you're in good shape, that people just respect you more and they don't like try and mess with you and stuff as much. And even when they do, you're then that person who has the confidence and the character to stand up for yourself and to say something, do something about it. And that is so crucial for young men to have. Now, if you do want to get into the gym, but perhaps you're not sure how to do so, you know that there's like a gym nearby you, but you're like a bit scared to go in, to be honest, or you don't really know what you're going to be doing when you're in there, then the top link in the description is going to be my community. It's a brand new community that I've created recently where you're going to get direct access to me. You're going to be able to ask me questions. I'll give you advice and things. I will listen to your situation and try and help you out the best I can. And over time, I will be adding courses in there, things like how to start going to the gym and how to overcome that initial fear and things like that, that will help you massively. And they're things that I really wish that I had when I started my journey. So it's ridiculously cheap at the moment, so go check that out. Now, the second hobby that I think is essential, perhaps even more so, maybe not more so than the gym. I think the gym is amazing for the reasons that I've discussed, but I think is just as important is martial arts, is training a martial art. And you might be thinking, like, at the moment, oh no, martial arts isn't really for me, it's not really something that I want to do. But the same thing with the gym that I said earlier. I don't think it's it's not for me. I don't think it's that sort of thing. Well, it's not that sort of thing. It's something that you have to be doing as a young man who wants to be able to feel confident in himself, be able to walk around knowing that you can defend yourself, that you can defend the people around you. And again, it's going to build that character, that discipline, that hard work does, that hard training does. Whether that's getting hit in the face, because be honest, when else in life are you going to get like actually hit in the face? Never. And if you've never been hit in the face, then how can you walk around being sure in yourself, knowing that you can defend, because you can't defend yourself? And I think that's like I can't imagine walking around like not even knowing how to throw a punch. Like, what are you doing? If you're just walking around and you don't feel like you can defend yourself, you know you can't defend yourself if someone came at you, then you're fucking pointless. Like, what are you doing? You've got to start training a martial art, as scary as it might seem at the beginning. And I want to tell you, it's not. Like, frankly, you're not going to be sparring within your first few weeks anyway. So you're not going to be getting hit in the face. It will just be techniques most likely, and learning how to actually throw a punch and hit in the bag and things like that. But the same thing with the gym. It's going to build the discipline and the character, which is going to carry over into other areas of life. It's going to build that respect and the confidence in yourself that you know how to defend yourself. People are going to respect you for it, the people that you're training with, and also people who see it who see how you act in social situations when you know that you can defend yourself, because you act in a different way. You don't let people mess you around and stuff. And people are going to respect you more for that. And also, like, when I walk down the street now, even if it's dark out and there's like some other people around, or when I'm in London and it's like a busy place, things like that, I feel confident in myself. I feel like obviously there's going to be people with knives and stuff, I'm not invincible. You don't become invincible from training, but you do develop, well, at least I've developed sort of a bit of arrogance, probably, to be honest, but thinking that, yeah, come on then, fucking try me. I can fight. And you do start to develop that. And I think that's an amazing thing for you to have as a young man. And not only being able to defend yourself, but knowing that you can protect the people around you. Because if you're walking down your street, if you're walking down a street with your girlfriend, and a guy comes up to you and he starts on you, or perhaps he starts like trying to flirt with her and he's like touching her, making her feel uncomfortable and stuff, what are you going to do? Are you really just going to stand there and think, oh, well, I can't fight, so I'm not going to pick a fight with this guy, and just let him walk over you and start like abusing your girl or whatever? Are you really going to do that? Because to be fair, if you don't start a martial art and you don't know how to fight, you ain't really got any other choice apart from try pick a fight with him and then get your fucking ass kicked. So you've got to learn how to fight, because that situation may never happen to you, but at least if it does, you're prepared. And that doesn't mean that when you start learning, like, I know how to fight pretty well now. That doesn't mean that I go out pick fights and stuff with people on the street. It just means that you have the capacity to fight if you need to. It's like that quote, I don't know who said it, but it's better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener at war. You have the skills, you have the ability to defend yourself, but you don't go out and pick fights and try to show people that you can fight. It's something that gives you a lot of confidence. It gives you a lot of, like I say, being sure in yourself and knowing that you can protect the people around you. It's a great feeling. Obviously, it's not going to come straight away. The same with the gym. You don't just start training in the gym or start training martial arts and then instantly you're jacked, or you instantly know how to fight and you can knock out anyone. But it's that slow progress, maybe not slow, but like that progress, and that over time getting better and better and better and seeing better, like starting seeing the results and stuff. That's what builds the character. That's what builds that discipline. So it's all part of the same journey. It's all going to benefit you. Now, like I said, if you do want to start training, but perhaps there isn't a gym near you, so you physically can't go to a gym, or like not even in an ideal world, you should be absolutely pushing, doing whatever you can to get into a gym so that you can start weightlifting and things like that. And you should also be pushing to find a club nearby you that you can start training, whether it's jiu-jitsu, judo, boxing, karate, whatever it is. You should be pushing for that. But if for whatever reason you like physically cannot go to a gym, or you cannot go to a club, like a martial arts club, then you can do both from home. Obviously it's not ideal and you want to get into the gym and the club as quick as you can, but there's no point just sitting around on your ass saying, oh yeah, I'll do it one day maybe. Just start now. Just from home, start doing push-ups, squats, pull-ups. Look on YouTube for workout routines and stuff. The same with martial arts. Look on YouTube for how to throw a jab, how to throw a hook, or like how to, don't really know how it works with grappling and things like that. I've never really done any of that, but look at the basic techniques and things that you can find on YouTube and start teaching yourself the basics. And that will build you a good base for when you then do get into the gym or start at the club. Now, if you want to find that even easier, like I say, top link in the description, go join that. That's the exact sort of thing that I'm going to be putting in this community, is how to start training from home and like how to then get into the gym when you're ready, and how to overcome that fear, how to overcome the fear of starting the martial art and sparring, and also how to, like, if you have to stay at home, how to throw the punches and the techniques and things like that. So it's going to be absolutely everything you need in that community. So go check it out, top link in the description. Like I say, stupidly cheap at the moment, so you should be able to get in there. That's about all I've got to say for today. So start hitting the gym, start training martial arts. Trust me, you will thank yourself, whether it's the day you start, whether it's a week from now or 5 years from now. You will not regret training martial arts and going to the gym. And I strongly, strongly believe that all young men must be doing both. So go do it. Goodbye.